Hello folks, well this is Miguel from the Embargo Man channel. Well, I have seen this and I am subscribed, or I recently subscribed to Baseball International. Hey Baseball International, I have seen the video about the MLB declining, okay? I know they all blame it on the economy. They blame it on the inflation and everything else has nothing to do with the declining of attendance in a baseball game, right? It's all has been said that by 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB, and 2026 will be the worst year of the MLB, and I'll tell you why. It's because, for a matter of fact, even though I've been watching the World Baseball Classic, and I've been watching the one that would freaking have the event that will have the worst attendance in the MLB last year, 2022, it was the FIFA World Cup. Argentina won. You know, soccer, football, what it's called in the rest of the world, is very popular. It's more, I mean, it'll be more popular than baseball, but anyway. That would be all into seeing about the attendance. The attendance of all this, all right? So what's going to happen with this event? Or what was going to happen in the MLB in 2026, all right? Attendance is going down. I am sure there's a reason why. A reason why this. Because I heard somebody that in 2026, one of the FIFA members says in 2026, soccer / football, what is called in the rest of the world, is going to be the number one sport in the United States of America, right? And I'll tell you a reason why in 2026, why 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB. So as to say that Baseball International should make a video about this, of what will happen to the MLB with the worst attendance record since 1899. 2026 is going to be the worst year for the MLB since 1899. Since 1899. Why? The FIFA World Cup, it's on its way, right? So, and for all of that, put you to facts of all the way. I mean, the viewership of, Thanksgiving American football, the NFL games, would have lower viewership compared to the World Cup this year. I mean, and that would be the lower viewership, and even though people still comes to NFL games, right? Nothing happened. Now, after this World Baseball Classic to be over, I mean, whoever wins, probably the United States, probably Japan, probably Mexico, most likely the US or Japan will win this tournament. I expect it for the US to win. Even though Japan has a great baseball team, but I expected that the US will win, and my expectations that this tournament is easier for the United States, to win a tournament with playing America's pastime, baseball, than soccer, the world's pastime, right? So what is going on right there is going to be like one or the other about this soccer fans, or all these things after 2026. The declining of the MLB, it would be a lot to do with FIFA World Cup more than anything else in 2026. 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB since 1899. And why it's going to be the worst year since 1899? And let me tell you why. Attendance in baseball stadiums dropped. They also could include Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park. Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park attendances in these baseball stadiums at these ballparks would be, the largest attendance would be one person at the ballpark. The largest attendance at FIFA World Cup matches in 2026 will overshadow MLB attendance. It will be packed stadiums. It will be more people at soccer games and less people at baseball games. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be the worst year for the MLB since 1899. Worse than 1899. Ticket sales dropping. Viewership dropping. In the other hand, FIFA World Cup, more viewership, more attendance at the games. Yes, soccer/football games. More revenue. And all of a sudden, MLB attendance will have the lowest attendance, and all you're gonna see is no people playing baseball. No people at the ballparks. Only one individual at Fenway or at Yankee Stadium. And yet, you're gonna be people, the Cubs are playing, each single seat, no souls over there in Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field, totally empty. Cubs are playing against their opponent, nobody at the ballpark. In the other contrast, soccer hailed, a FIFA World Cup is hailed, more people. You have millions of people jam-packed at the stadium where the Chicago Bears football team, American football team, plays in the NFL. Packed at a FIFA World Cup game versus nobody at Wrigley Fields with the Cubs playing, for example, the Orioles. Nobody showed up. You go to the soccer game, it's jam-packed. That's how it's going to be. That is how it's going to be. New York City, one of my favorite teams, the New York Yankees. Even though I live in Miami, Florida, but the New York Yankees. Ballpark, Yankee Stadium. How many individuals? About one or two. Two people watching a game. The Yankees against the Red Sox. Just one or two people showed up. MetLife Stadium. A match between a FIFA match between Germany versus the United States, for example. Jam-packed versus two people at Yankee Stadium attending the New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox at Yankee Stadium. Boom! That's how many people are going to be at Yankee Stadium. Just two individuals. All right, so that's how the 2026 MLB season is going to be. Money in the bucket, one ass in the seats. FIFA World Cup 2026, money in the bucket, millions of asses on the seats. All right, so millions of asses on the seats versus no asses on the seats equals that the worst attendance in the MLB will be 2026. It will be the worst year for the MLB since 1899. The worst year since 1899. And what would be the viewership? Viewership? Okay, nobody's watching baseball. Viewership in soccer games and FIFA World Cups, millions and millions and millions are having their eyes glued watching the World Cup. All right, watching the FIFA World Cup that is held in the US, Canada, and Mexico. Right? So this is would be the 2026 would be the worst year for the MLB, and probably for the WBC will be held in the year 2027 instead of 2026. Why? The difference is because if you were facing a heavyweight, I mean, putting it that way, let's just compare apple to oranges or whatever it is, I mean, and let's put another sport in the criteria to compare baseball and soccer. FIFA World Cup is the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan. MLB is the Los Angeles Lakers. Guess who's the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan? FIFA World Cup. Who's the Lakers? MLB. That's how it looks like. Attendances that you're going to see and what is going to be in MLB games at stadiums, even at Martin's Park, no asses on the seats. Hard Rock Stadium, FIFA World Cup 2026, millions of people. It's going to be jam-packed. Lots of asses on the seats, all right? So that's how it's going to be. The worst year for the MLB will be 2026. I mean, this is one thing that I would say. Let's compare, for the channel of Baseball International, you have to have this comparison. Compare 2026 with 1899. If you make a video like that, 2026 versus 1899 is going to be the same thing. 1899 will be with some other reasons. 2026 is the FIFA World Cup is killing baseball, right? So it's killing the attendances on Major League Baseball, right? 2026, the main cause would be the FIFA World Cup. Why there's no attendances in baseball games, where the reason why ballparks are empty and soccer and stadiums holding soccer games are full. 1899 is some other cause, because let me tell you this, 2026 will be the worst year for MLB. The worst year for the MLB. And that reason is because attendances in at FIFA World Cups will be full. Viewerships will be full. I mean, and one thing for sure, I mean TV ratings. I mean the ratings on the TV are going to be down in viewership, and for put it that way, MLB are going to win the Razzies. Soccer FIFA World Cup matches are going to win the Oscars. That's how it's going to be. I mean, put it that way. I mean, this is the reason why. And let me tell you, after 2026, the five major leagues in North America. Number 1, MLS, Major League Soccer. Number 2, the NFL, National Football League. Number 3, NBA. Yes, NBA. The NBA. Number 4, MLB. And number 5, NHL. The 5, because I mean, NHL is going to be number 5, right? So NHL is going to be number 5. And why does America's pastime ain't going to be baseball, is going to be soccer, is because you'll see this in these tendencies. This is going to be it. You know, MLB for 2026 for the MLB is going to feel like 1899. And I'll tell you the reason why it's gonna be the 2026 for the MLB is going to feel like 1899. It's because of the FIFA World Cup being held in the U.S., including with Canada and Mexico. So, and what's going to be this is that, I mean, the thing, if you see the ratings, the fans are basing there, and whatever it is, there are more people who are soccer fans than baseball fans. I mean, baseball is one competitive sport. I mean, is loved around the world, you know, compared to American football. You know, football international / soccer, on the other hand, is watched or going by millions. You know, I mean, the thing is about this tournament of the World Baseball Classic, it would be going to be held in the Middle East next time. I mean, the reason is going to the World Baseball Classic is going to be held in the Middle East, and is going to be held in the year 2027 instead of 2026, is to just don't embarrass the people not going to baseball games and an international baseball tournament versus having lots of people going to FIFA World Cup matches, is because 2027 will have the year that is going to be held baseball games in the Middle East. I mean, you have this Croatian model, or this woman that, very beautiful by the way, that go to soccer games for when Team Croatia she's going to World Baseball Classic in 2027 when the Croatian baseball team goes. I mean, the Croatian baseball team is going in there. I mean, there's other baseball teams going in the World Baseball Classic. The United Arab Emirates. Well, that's the host nation of one of the game in one of the WBCs in 2027. The United Arab Emirates. So the United Arab Emirates are going to play in Dubai. You have Croatia. You probably have South Korea, probably Germany or China, and who knows, playing in the UAE. Finals are going to be held in the UAE. I mean, this will be the first World Baseball Classic final game held outside the United States in 2027, because 2026 the FIFA World Cup is held. 2026 would be the worst year for the MLB. You have empty seats, nobody's going to baseball games, and yet, I mean, TV ratings, well, I think they have with all the technology nowadays, they're gonna have digitized people going to the games. But in reality, you have nobody attending a baseball game, probably 1 or 2 people at Yankee Stadium or Fenway Park. But you know, the rest are going to FIFA World Cup games in 2026. And to put it that way, if you have putting on reality check of MLB in 2026, reality check on MLB in 2026 to be real, the viewers have to be real, and in some sort of way, they're playing a game. There's a baseball game held. I mean, let's put an example. The Mets are playing the White Sox, all right? So you put realism televised. Where's the fans? Nobody. The ballpark is empty. Why? Everybody's everybody is at the World Cup. Now, MetLife, one of the two teams, Germany versus France, FIFA World Cup 2026. Seats are full. Everybody is at the soccer stadium. Everybody's at MetLife watching Germany versus France, while nobody is at the ballpark watching the Mets versus versus the Chicago White Sox. And then Gillette 2026 jam pack. One of the soccer teams put Croatia versus Brazil. Everybody's in there, right? Red Sox versus Cubs, Fenway Park. How many people attending? One single person. Just one single person watching one damn baseball game. Because Fenway Park is empty. Where the rest is at the Gillette Stadium watching Croatia versus Brazil, while one person is watching the Red Sox versus the Cubs, right? That's how it's going to be in 2026. MLB in 2026. So that's how I'm going to show you. That's realism. And then that's how TV is supposed to do, show reality. Okay. And then every viewers, this is the worst attendance of the MLB since 1899. Nobody at stadiums. This is the worst attendance at the Yankee Stadium. Only one or two people attending a ballpark. And nobody, the rest, where are the rest are going? It's reality check. Soccer, Football International, FIFA World Cup is the reality check why in 2026 ballparks will be empty, soccer stadiums will be full. So, and the reason why, stadiums holding soccer games will be full. And the reason why is because you have nobody, you wanna be all right. So let's say you wanna go see the Seattle Mariners, right? You wanna go see the Seattle Mariners. A World Cup, a World Cup game is going on in Seattle. You go there. Who's the only audience at the Seattle Mariners ballpark? You are the only one attending in Seattle's Mariners game. The only person in the ballpark is you. One individual, nobody's at the ballpark. Then, want to go to the soccer game, the FIFA World Cup. You want to go see a FIFA World Cup match, saying to include one of the teams, Japan versus Korea soccer game. It's going to be you and thousands of other people attending the game. Seats will be full. You also include that why the Seattle Mariners ballpark is empty, why there's nobody at the ballpark, why there are empty seats at a functioning Seattle Mariners game, while the soccer match for the 2026 FIFA World Cup is full. Why? Because it is. Because it is the World Cup would be the greatest cancer for the MLB. The FIFA World Cup is cancer for the MLB. But you know what? I mean, this is what is killing the MLB. 2026 is the new 1899 for the MLB. That's it. 2026 will be the new 1899 for the MLB. To all of them, I'm not saying, I'm just doing this prediction, and these predictions could come true. And what I'm saying, that I'm not going to say that, is that the World Cup will be held during the MLB season, and the effects of the World Cup, the effects of soccer in general. I mean, soccer slash football international is very contagious. It's very contagious. You know, I even love that game, right? It's very contagious. I'm just saying, MLB. I'm not say to attend games. I'm part of the cancer. I'm part of the cancer because, I become your cancer. I'm just one more tendency to just go to a soccer game than attending a Marlins game, right? So if I'll be going to the Marlins game, it'll be the only person attending a Marlins ball game. Well, I see with a bunch of empty seats, nobody attending the ballpark. And well, everybody else goes to a soccer game between let's say Colombia versus England, and then like the Hard Rock Stadium will be jam packed. Lone Depot Park is just me watching the baseball game, me, the only person. But if I would just go to see Colombia versus England right there, then I become your cancer. You're booing me to say, giving the middle finger at Lone Depot Park, and then I decide to participate in watching a FIFA World Cup soccer game. And while attend a FIFA World Cup soccer game, nobody at the stadium, a bunch of empty seats left and right at Lone Depot Park / aka Marlins Park. Empty seats. Nobody's going at the ballpark. I mean, empty ballparks, full attendance at soccer games. That's how 2026 for the MLB is going to be. 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB. Count that in your calendar during the MLB season, at the dates where the FIFA World Cup starts. Is going to be the greatest downfall for the MLB. The greatest downfall for the MLB is going to be 2026. 2026, the worst year. Is going to be the worst year for the MLB since 1899. And the reason why, because of FIFA World Cup, is going to make 2026 for the MLB the worst year since 1899. Every single stadium are empty seats. Nobody attends the ballpark. Only one or two people attending Fenway and Yankee Stadium. And the reason why? MetLife is full. Gillette Stadium is full. They are all attending a FIFA World Cup match. Well, there's only two individuals at Fenway Park and Yankee Stadium altogether, and that's how the MLB is going to look like in 2026. Nobody at ballparks. Soccer matches fill. Stadiums full of people attending a soccer match / football international soccer match, just because interest in the FIFA World Cup will make 2026 is, in other words, the FIFA World Cup is the MLB's greatest nightmare. Fewer fans, empty stadiums, fewer fans, empty ballparks, two individuals or one individual attending a baseball game, while stadiums holding soccer matches involving with the FIFA World Cup are full, jam-packed. everybody's attending FIFA World Cup soccer matches while baseball games having empty ballparks. 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB. Will be the worst year for the MLB since 1899, and mark that in your calendar, folks. Subscribe to the Embargo Man channel. Write me a comment. What do you think about MLB empty ballparks and parks filled with football/soccer games during the FIFA World Cup in 2026 will be? Will 2026 will be the worst year for the MLB since 1899? My answer is yes. Subscribe to the Embargo Man channel and hit the bell button. See you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.